Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Marc Blatstein. After 30 years in patient care, my career transitioned to physician prison consultant, where I'm helping individuals like yourself prepare for their pre-sentence interview. And this is probably the most important and overlooked phase of the federal sentencing process. As a licensed physician with firsthand experience in federal prosecution and sentencing, I provide both professional expertise and practical insight. While there are no guarantees, this preparation may reduce your sentence or allow for a sentence other than prison, allow for specific placement requests, and potentially provide you with early release opportunities. My goal is to reduce the fears that you and your family are going through while humanizing you to your judge and your court. Because at this point, understand that you are more than just your charges, and we need to show this to your judge. If you or a loved one is facing federal sentencing, note at no charge, give me a call for a phone call consultation at 240-888-7778. Again, 240-888-7778. Thank you and have a good day.
Today, I'm going to discuss preparation for your pre-sentence interview, which becomes your pre-sentence report, part one. Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the 10th of my video series, Indicted and Facing Prison, Now What? My name is Marc Blatstein, and in 2006, I also was indicted and pled guilty to a felony and lost my medical license. Several years later, in 2010, I was able to get my license reinstated in full. But to call what all of you are going through and what I went through a surreal experience is a complete understatement. My goal here in this series is to provide you with crucial information you need to survive and navigate these times. I'll provide you with a new topic every day so that you can move forward with the knowledge and preparation that will build your confidence that you'll need in order to get the best possible outcomes. Since you're already aware that the Department of Justice and the feds have been asking questions, their case against you is mostly complete. And with their 98% conviction rate, the odds are high that you may have to spend some time in prison. Knowledge is power, as well as preparation. And now I'm providing it and placing it in your hands. Delaying to take the next step is your peril, and the consequences of inaction can be severe. Equally important is hiring a legal team that just doesn't have excellent experience, but has a proven track record of successfully defending cases like yours. Your future is at stake, and it's crucial to make the right choices today. Should you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call and consider engaging my services at 240-888-7778. This is your future and your life. So it's recommended that you provide your officer, at minimum, they're going to want copies of the following that make up your biographical background, such as your medical records and personal identification. So what does this include? Divorce papers, financial records going back 3 to 5 years, and don't try and fake them because they already know most of this. School diplomas. You want to have a copy of the highest educational level you completed, because it doesn't matter if you have a PhD, you're a rocket scientist, but if you don't have anything that shows that your education exceeded 8th grade or 12th grade, then they're going to make you take your GED. So include copies of all professional diplomas, any trade or occupational certifications. Marriage certificate's important. I mean, if you want to have a spouse come visit you right away, they need to bring their marriage certificate with them. Naturalization papers, draft registration card, car registration papers, military discharge certificates, birth certificates, baptismal certificates, immigration papers or passport, copies of all of these. Employment verification, have pay stubs. Letters of character recommendation. These are letters from people that have known you for a long time and can attest to your character, to good deeds that you've done in the past. They're not letters that say that, you're a nice guy or a girl and that you shouldn't go to prison or should have a lesser prison sentence. These are letters regarding your character, and I have a separate YouTube later on that goes through that. Military disability information, income tax reports for the last 3 years, more if requested. Any outstanding detainers or immigration issues should be resolved. I have on my website, it's a link that you can copy. It's a form that you can send to any surrounding states where they have to respond if you're not sure. That any outstanding detainers, if you don't take care of them before you're sentenced, that can increase your security level, and you don't want that. Proof of residence, rent receipts, property, mortgage papers, etc., professional papers, copies of Social Security card, driver's license, birth certificate. We've been through that. Medical records. If you have a medical file If you have no medical records and the last time you haven't had a history and physical in a long time, get it. If you've been to the hospital, you want copies of your surgery reports, pathology reports, all blood labs, copies of any X-ray, MRI, CT, ultrasound, PET scans, EEG, EKG, all those reports, and get them also on CDs or flash drives. If you have medical devices or certain prescriptions, you want to have hard, hard copies of all those prescriptions. You want to review on the Bureau of Prison formulary that the medications you're taking, they have. These all eventually become part of your eventual release plan. So that's why it's important. You have to do it at some point, sometimes, so it's good to get it now. Your personal narrative, an overview that should convey a sincere demeanor and expressions of remorse, acknowledgement that you have created victims. You want to tell your life story without minimizing the seriousness of what you did, acceptance of responsibility. Your life story can include everything good, bad, and the ugly, like the old Clint Eastwood movies, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You want to have everything in there. And then after you have a full narrative or full autobiography is when you can begin to cut it back. But if you don't do your narrative, the Department of Justice has been kind to you, and they have written your narrative for you in the form of your indictment, which probably is not very flattering and has been seen around the world. Lastly, you want to put into your plan how you plan to use your time in prison or probation productively. To engage my services, should you have any concerns, call me today. My number is 240-888-7778. This is my cell, and I personally answer and return all calls. You can also get additional information on my website at pprsus.com. P as in Paul, P as in Paul, R as in Robert, S as in Sam, US.com. Thank you very much for tuning in today, and I hope you have a good day.